This is Into the Fire.
It is so awesome to welcome to Into the Fire the big-bodied forward, future AFL goal kicker, really nice guy, and the AFL-ready Western Australian Jack Williams. Nice to meet you, Jack.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Thanks for having me.
It's my pleasure. Now, you grew up in Melbourne, is that right? Then headed out west.
Yep.
Why the move, buddy?
Look, my dad, we went caravanning around Australia when I was a bit younger, and my dad found a job, and we just came out of that.
Yeah, that's nice. What's the young Jack Williams like growing up?
I've always been into my footy, and it's really sporty. So playing basketball, a bit of cricket as well, and just love to hang out with my mates. Get out on the water, coming over to Perth in the good weather. Love to go out fishing and that. So yeah, just love being outdoors.
Yeah, those are some pretty good stuff to do. Okay,
Yeah.
Jack. So my sources tell me growing up, you may have been a pretty good basketball player. What made you give it up and good at it were you?
I wasn't the best. I mean, I played wobble over here, so like state league basketball. And the school I go to now, Willetton Senior High School, is a basketball scholarship school. And so in year 7, I got into that. And I think up until year 9, when I switched mainly from basketball to footy, I just kind of got sick of basketball at that time because I was playing it a lot outside of school and then inside of school as well in the scholarship. So around year 9, I'd say I switched and hopped back into footy. It's been like that ever since. So yeah.
And I'm glad you chose footy. Now,
Yeah.
you're 195 centimeters and weigh 91 kilos. You would bench press me as a warm-up. That is elite size for a key forward. Have you always been tall growing up?
Yeah, I have. I've been pretty tall, but I think the last couple of years, especially last year, I think I've had a big growth spurt, and really shot up. Like back when I was playing basketball, I was more like a, shooting guard, small forward kind of, not really a big man, but when I came into playing footy, I found myself, growing a lot faster and playing that key position. So yeah, definitely last couple of years have shot up. Yeah.
Can you teach me how to grow?
Mate, I would if I could.
Now, you play for the Sharks this year. How's your start? 15 goals in 4 games. Why are you still in the Colts? Seriously, what a start to the year. You have monstered those poor little defenders.
Yeah. No, it's been a great start. The Colts boys, I still think we haven't quite hit our straps, but we've still won 3 games and we're looking pretty good. As for still playing Colts, I mean, if you look at our league key forwards, there's some pretty good names there. So pretty hard for me to break into that team when they're playing that good. So, but I love playing down in Colts with all the boys, and helping the team win. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it sounds like fun. Now, I have to say, although you're killing it in the games this year, you have suffered utter humiliation, didn't you? You lost on the footy yarn in Pig. That's embarrassing, mate. Have you been able to face in public? Like, I'm surprised you haven't left turf after that.
Yeah, no, trust me, I have copped a lot from that. Being the first of the year to lose, especially, when you're a touted key forward, it's not really what you want to do, but, just keep my head up, move forward, and, hopefully towards the end of the year, they can get me back on the show so I can get my revenge and win against them. So, yeah.
Yeah, let's move on. We don't want to make any more. Now,
Yeah.
this year's a big year. What are you setting your goals for this year? Obviously getting drafted, but leading up to that.
I think a big goal for me is to try and play league game for East Fremantle. I've been training with them ever since the start of pre-season, and that's going to continue through. So hopefully I can try and push my way in there. otherwise, I think another goal for me, just for my physical kind of attribute, I think towards the end of the year, when we hit the combine, if I'm lucky enough to do that, I want to try and push for a good 2K, 2K time trial, like a 6:30 or something, because as a key forward, that's one of my strengths is my endurance. So hopefully I'll be able to show that off to recruiters and get a good score. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a good goal as well. Now, the draft is most stressful time for all players. The unknown of being drafted or where you're going to be playing. Do you think about it much, and how do you feel about leaving home if you have to?
Oh, well, to answer the last part, having grown up in Melbourne, and obviously when I was younger, I travelled around Australia. So I'm certainly open to leaving home. I've got family in Melbourne and other places as well. So I wouldn't mind leaving home at all. And just leading up to the draft, I guess you hear, you see a lot of stuff, but me right now personally, I'm doing year 12, so that's kind of a focus for me, and that's a way for me to not really distract, but just like not really focus on that draft aspect too much. Got exams and that to focus on as well, so that kind of keeps me away from all that. Yeah.
And do you listen much to the draft media?
Oh yeah, it's interesting. I think I haven't really. It's kind of cool to see that I haven't really paid attention to any of that sort of stuff last couple of years, especially because I never thought I'd be in this kind of position. But you come into a year like this and you see yourself being put up on rankings and stuff. You do kind of notice it, but I just try not to try not to focus on it too much. Just focus on my footy. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Now, I know for a fact that you will be highly sought after, being a key forward with such ability. What are some of the things you still want to improve on while scouts watch you this year?
Yeah, certainly. I think a key focus for me is just my my agility and my groundwork. As a key forward, it's important to not only compete in the air and that, but also on the ground. So just proving my speed, my agility, and my touch. Those are the main things I'll be focusing on for now and the rest of the year.
Yeah, and agility is very important. Let's lighten up the mood a bit. Some easier footy questions. Who is the hardest player to play on?
Hardest player that I've ever played on?
Yeah.
Or I'd say just playing the last couple years of Colts, probably have to say my mate Rhett Bazzo over at Swan Districts, another high prospect. He's a key defender. Haven't played. I played on him a bit last year in a game, but I think trained with him a bit, and he's just so competitive and really good defender. So yeah.
Yeah, pretty tough. Person in the AFL you most play like?
I'd have to say right now someone like an Oscar Allen, I think, from West Coast.
Yeah.
He's for such a big size. He's athletic and he's versatile. He can play back, ruck, or forward, and that's what I pride myself on as well. Being able to play multiple positions. So I definitely think I play like him. Yeah.
Bit of Tom Hawkins, maybe.
Yeah, I've heard that a bit as well. I think I can definitely see. I love watching Tom Hawk play. He's just such a beast, down in the forward line. I don't think I'm not quite as physical as him, but once I build on that size, definitely learning how to play like him. Yeah.
Player you play or have played that is AFL bound in this year's draft?
Oh, playing with the academy now, I'd say most of them all are. But if I had to, go back in the Sharks, I'd say Josh Brown. I think one of the leading midfielders for this year in the draft. I'd say for sure. He's been dominating in Colts. He's just he's got great skills. He's quick, and he can go forward and kick a goal. So he's definitely one who's should be definitely pushing up there for an early pick in the draft. Yeah.
Yeah, you should. Last one. Team you barracked for growing up.
Well, being born in Melbourne, I'm actually an Essendon supporter. Got that from my father, and just diehard Bombers fan. Yeah, brought that over here.
Yeah. Let's do some non-footy questions now. If you had to play a different sport, what would it be?
I would. I won't say basketball. I'd say cricket. I think. I played a bit of it just for fun, but really enjoyed it. And yeah, I think that'd be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of backyard cricket's pretty good.
Yeah. Can't go wrong.
Besides footy, what is your ultimate job?
Ultimate job. I haven't really thought that too much. I'd say, I think playing NBA, I think would be pretty awesome. Lots of money, great sport. I'd say that.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Number one sports person you'd have round for drinks.
I'm gonna say Damian Lillard, from the Portland Trailblazers, NBA. He's my favorite NBA player, and I just love him. So yeah.
Yeah, he's a great player. What would you have as a last meal?
Ooh, I'd say carbonara pasta.
Oh, pasta's great. Yeah.
Yeah, love it.
Can't get much better.
Yeah.
Well, Jack, you need to really listen close here because you're the exact player for my show. The guy who consistently bangs the ball through the big sticks. You see, my show is all about the fans and all about getting them off their seat. And you will do that often. So when you do, you have to have a celebration that fits the man. I have it for you, buddy. The Into the Fire.
Oh, yes. I'm going to try that one out, mate. That's beautiful.
Go on. Why don't you give it a go now? That'd be good. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Goes with the hair.
Yeah. I might need to grow the hair a bit longer just to make it look better. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can't thank you enough, buddy, for joining me today. You're a sensational guy and you're an AFL bound. Good luck for the rest of this season, and I look forward to following your journey.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been great.
Thanks, Jack.